Hey everyone, welcome to Dry Fire Monday. It's my fun day. We're sponsored by Mantis. Thank you to them for sponsoring us getting better as shooters every single week. Something I have been working on is the draw to first shot. And let's work today on getting that gun out of the holster and on target to quickly assess our threats. Whether in dry fire or in live fire, the Mantis X firearms training system really helps you to get better every day with your defensive shooting. I use mine all the time. So first of all, today I'm just working with a Pocket Pro 2. I'm just working with an average timer that has a par time on it. You can get them on your smartphone as well. I have found, because I'm working pretty quickly, I can work this draw to first shot using my Mantis X3 down to around a second and a half, and it's okay. But when I start really getting spicy, the gun's moving around too much and it doesn't like really seeing the shots. So I'm just gonna run today on the Pocket Pro and show you how I have been working to help not only myself get down as far as I can, but help other students on the line to get better in their draw to first shot. So the biggest first thing, you're seeing me on video. I can't tell you enough. Do some draws to first shot, have somebody film you, get your smartphone out, put it on a tripod if you have it, have your buddy record you, your spouse, whatever, if you don't. And watch what you see there, because you can see, oh, I'm not messing around, or I'm not, moving my arms around or whatever. But the reality is you probably have a bunch of what Scott Jedlinski, my shooting coach, calls unnecessary frenetic motion. And if you have unnecessary frenetic motion, that costs you time. The biggest thing that people think about getting faster is you don't actually have to move faster necessarily. You don't have to be faster if you're sooner. So the big thing I want to work on my draw to first shot is doing the minimum amount of things necessary to get the gun out of the holster and present it to the target. So things like, when I see folks doing this all the time, is that they hunch their shoulders up when they go to draw the gun, because what they think is that, aha, so wherever I've got my hem, my garments are all set, whatever, and I get my cover garment cleared, and now I have to get this hand on the gun. And in order to get my hand on the gun, I move this shoulder up and out of the way in order to get some space to do that. But guess what happens? Every time I move this way, now I got to move this way back to get the gun out and on the target. And guess what? That takes time. That time also means what I've got is I have one plane moving this way, I have the gun moving that way, and so I have to intersect these things in order to get an acceptable sight picture and a good hit, and that's really hard. So I don't want to move this shoulder way up. Now for me as a lefty, that's my left side. You righties, are over here. I don't want to move that shoulder way up. Next thing I don't want to do is I want to chicken wing this elbow all the way out as far as I can. I see this all the time this way, or if you're carrying strong side here, I see them go way out like this to get the gun strong side, when really if you're going strong side, you just want to go back. You want to have the minimum amount of motion that's possible and just go get the gun, drive the gun forward. If I'm standing here and I'm going strong side, get the gun here, don't chicken wing the arm out. Go back, grab the gun, bring the gun up this way and go forward. Again, a minimum amount of motion. And when you do that, you will start seeing improvements in your draws to presentation. So let's look at what a couple might look like. I want to show you kind of an inefficient draw to first shot at the national standard of a concealed carrier, right? National standard for a concealed carrier, for a non-professional carrying a firearm concealed, is at 7 yards, an A-zone hit in an IPSC target, an 8-inch circle, something like that, to get one hit in under 2 seconds from a stimulus. In this case, we'll use the beep. So what that might look like is when I see people that are doing these things and kind of getting out of the way, it kind of starts to look like this. Okay, so I actually got there ahead of that, but I see that all the time. Might see another one kind of look like this. Okay, so that was a little bit, pretty okay, but you see all these movements that I have all over the place. Now let's look at what a 2-second draw to first shot might look like if I think that I am just a pool of tranquility, that I don't move anything that I don't have to. So what's a draw without any time pressure that looks like I don't have to move anything that doesn't get moved? Now I do kind of like the fig leaf. I like this kind of thing. I was at church this week and standing in the back hanging out, just doing exactly like this. When I do pinch. I do tend to kind of pinch my hem. I'll tell you why I don't like grabbing the hem in dry fire. It's not the most flattering thing. I know know I've said it on the channel before, is that when I went to go from a fence, a defensive fence, hey man, I don't want any problems, decided to go, I reached down for my hem and I punched myself square in the groin. That was a bad day. So I don't recommend necessarily going for the hem. If you're gonna go and you're not in contact with your hem already, what I recommend is your belly button. And here's why I recommend your belly button, because I don't have to show you where it is. It is a proprioceptive index. You can take your fingers, move them all over the place and put them right on your belly button without having to look at it. Great. So no matter where my hands are, if I grab my belly button and pull, I get cleared cover garment. Now, you don't have to come all the way up here. I see people a lot of times, they're gonna clear way up over here like this. Well, let's be honest. If I wanna really clear the gun, I go beep. Okay, it's clear. But wait a minute, something's wrong. I have obscured my vision. Things have gone wrong. You don't wanna do that, right? So you want to get it clear. If you're an appendix carrier like I am, again, just clear here to your sternum. If you are carrying strong side, what I recommend when you come over here, you might have to come over a little bit to the side. Maybe you put your palm on your belly button, grab a whole bunch, and then I go over here to that side to the nipple. Because again, same thing. I don't have to look at this. Those are proprioceptive indices. So back to this stuff again. Let's think about this without any kind of a time on it. But all I'm going to do here is clear, very clearly, easily get the gun out, 2 hands, press. Get that out there. Now you go, but wait a minute, John, that looked really slow. Let's see how slow it was. 1 Chicago, 2 Chicago. Notice I got right on 2 seconds, saw my dot, got the shot out there, and did it look like I was going fast? No, because I really wasn't. Now, wherever you are right now, maybe you said, well, wait a minute, right now I'm 2.5. Good, see yourself on video. Find the places where you are, having the unnecessary frenetic motion and remove that unnecessary frenetic motion. See where it goes. Let's continue to look at it. 1 Chicago, 2 Chicago. Yep, got it exactly at that. It's funny because I'm having a hard time because I don't operate this slow very much. 1 Chicago, 2 Chicago. Yep, hit it right on. Start to get a little practice there. Okay, good. Now, one more. 1 Chicago, 2 Chicago. Yep, hit it right on. Saw my dot, saw everything that I needed to see. Now, okay, let's move down to the standard of a professional. The standard of a professional concealed carrier is 1.5. So let's move our par time down to 1.5. Now, how do you do this? You just work yourself down a little at a time. If you said, listen, right now I'm at 2.0, well then start setting your par timer at 1.9. Start knocking off those unnecessary frenetic movements. And then eventually you're gonna have to start moving your hands faster, right? So we myelinate the neural pathways and we get ourselves faster and work down in little increments. Let's see what a 1.5 looks like. Here we go, from the fig leaf. 1 Chicago, 2 shebang. Okay, a little bit behind that time, but you notice I'm not going fast. I'm not moving my hands fast. 1 Chicago, 2 shebang. Yep, right there. Felt it, good, was right on it there. Let's try one more time, make sure that I'm ahead of that beat, shall we? Let's untuck this from that, get that out of the way. All right, let's find that 1.5 and feel good. 1 Chicago, 2 shebang. There I was. That was what I wanted. Now, you might say, but John, you're cheating. Okay, I'll put my hands completely at my sides. 1 Chicago, 2 shebang. Yep, right in the same spot. Same thing. Again. 1 Chicago, 2 shebang. Yep, hit it right at the right spot. Got the gun out. Now, how about from, a fence, a defensive fence? 1 Chicago, 2 shebang. Yep, see that? Again, I see my dot, press my shot. I don't have to go fast if I am efficient in my movements. Watch my elbows. 1 Chicago, 2 shebang. Notice that I'm not out and my elbows are just staying close to me. Now, I can move it down from there, right? So I'll show you kind of where my wheels fall off right now. Let's take this down. So right now, when I start my dry fire personally, I'm starting about a 1.0. So I can get the gun out, see my dot, press my shot, get a 1.0 draw to first shot. This is where I start my dry fire every day. It's about as fast as I can do. I'm not telling you should be able to do that at the start. If you can, awesome, man, that's really great. Then you can creep down from there. But wherever you are, if you're at 1.5, you're at 2.0, here's what I suggest you do. Start a 1/10 of a second slower than that. Get warmed up in those places. Then set to your current part time, what you can do right now. Do 10 or 15 or 20 reps of that. Then speed up another 10th and go below what you're capable of right now and do your best to hit it. Get your hands to move quickly. So let's see where I am at 1.0 today. Haven't done any 1.0 draws. I figured filming the video, I would just do my dry fire routine for the day and you'd get to see me do it. Let's see some draws to first shot. Okay, I got a target over there that's what I'm aiming for. Okay, I do like the fig leaf. That's what I'm going to go from today. All right, let's see it. Good, got there and got ahead of it, saw my dot, saw everything about it. So again, trying to be efficient, trying not to be too, frenetic with my motions. Let's see where I'm at again. Yep, saw my dot, got everything about it. And you notice I'm not trying to necessarily move quickly. I'm trying to move efficiently, get my hand to my gun without the minimum wasted movement. So if I come over here, again, that thing that I'm doing, my cover garment comes just clear, just get the hand on the gun. I'm not driving way out here. I'm not chicken winging. I'm just getting the gun out. Why? And now I know some people that say, well, but John, but if if you got somebody on you, you may not be able to do that draw. How come you're not going to a 2? Again, I'm smart enough to go, hey, in a gunfight, guys more than 2 arms lengths away from me, and I'm going to draw to a presentation. If I have to draw to a thumb pectoral index, I will draw to a thumb pectoral index instead of drawing to an extended firearm. And that is a contextually dependent thing. When you're a brand new shooter, when you're just learning to draw the gun from a holster, you do this forced count draw stroke. 1, 2, 3, 4. But once you learn how to do that and you learn what those various positions are, you learn that this is in the holster, this is for retention shooting, this is for close contact shooting inside 2 arms length, this is for presentation shooting, then you just choose the right one for you in the moment. That's what's up, okay? So let's see some more here. This is 1.0 still. Yep, saw that well. Again. There we go, good, saw my dot. Now one of the things that you'll notice here, what my coach Scott Jedlinski is teaching me to do is not waste time and be focused and not have unnecessary motion. Yep, saw my dot great there. Got to grip the gun well. Ooh, spicy there, saw it, got ahead of it. Okay, so once I'm starting to feel that, now it's time to lower my part time. Now I'm gonna go down to a 0.9, see how I'm doing here. Right now, 0.9 is about my fastest, what I'm really seeing. So again, I'm not telling you what to do, I'm just showing you what I'm doing, showing you the path. Now, Scott has taught me, put my game face on, minimum amount of motion. So I'm gonna do 10 here at my current speed and see if I can get them all. And what you're gonna see is I'm not gonna talk to you a whole bunch because I'm gonna put my game face on and get my 10 reps in at my current pace. Saw it, good. Saw it, look good. Less problems with my dot when I go fast. Yep. That was a little high in the window. Right on it. Try to bounce it out of the holster a little bit too much. Not the best grip. Don't like the port hand grip at all, but the shot went off okay. A little fast. Gun went off before I really verified my shot. Yes. See your dog call shot. Now, a couple things. Notice, you might see I'm getting a little bit sweaty. Honestly, I think if you're doing your dry fire right, you should probably be getting a little sweaty. It should be a little bit of working for you mentally and physically. Now let's take that down a little further and let the wheels fall off. 0.8 right now for me, that's really fast. I can't often get them at 0.8, but sometimes I can. Sometimes I get it in the middle of the beep. Every once in a while I'm ahead of it. I've done a couple of 0.7s, but that's pretty spicy for me right now. Let's set it up and see how I do. Fast. That's too fast for me. All right, the beep sets me free. Go on the B, not the eep. Right there, right there, right there. Yep, right on it. Move your hands fast. Barely. Saw what I needed to see. Saw what I needed to see. Nope, missed my pinky on that. Let that one go. Right to it. A little late. Move your hands fast to the gun. Yes, that was what I wanted. Saw it, might have jumped the beep just a tiny bit. Right to it. Okay, now, when I really want the wheels to fall off, I go down to 0.7. The reason I do that for me, I'm not that fast yet, plain and simple. But you gotta see where you're going, and I'm gonna get here eventually. Close, close, efficient. A little late there. Didn't see my dot. Right to it. Right to it. Go on the B. I think I might have got that one. Go on the B. Right to it. Okay, so that's what you see, me going down that far. So what's my encouragement to you today? Film yourself on video. Get yourself some time thinking about the draw to first shot. Eliminate your unnecessary frenetic motion and work down. Use that part timer to work down from wherever you're at right now. If you're at 1.5, set your part timer at 1.5 and work that 1.5, 10, 15, 20, 30 reps. Drop it down to 1.4, work on it from there. If you want to work from there, maybe you're getting down. I've been working really hard. If you follow me on Instagram, you see that I got a couple of draws to first shot in under 1 second. Live fire, this is how I'm doing that. This is the work that I'm doing literally every day. Get after it as well. You can join me in the 1 second club. God bless you guys.